The tight end Chicago has circled for Caleb. Williams' playoff push is a 3-time Pro Bowler who still tilts the red zone. The name is in every text chain I saw tonight. I'm not dropping the headline in the first minute, because this isn't a jersey swap fantasy. This is a move that would change how the Bears play 3rd and 6 in December. I'll show you the why, the how, the price, and the plan. We'll talk fit in Shane Waldron's menu, cap mechanics that actually work for 2025 and 2026, what it does to Cole Kmet's role, how it helps a young QB's eyes, and what the timeline really looks like with the lead clock ticking. Stay with me through this, because when I say the path is real, I mean it. Here's my quick brief, so you know what's coming without giving away the end. I'm going to walk you through the chatter around one veteran tight end's availability, the Bears' internal view on premium skilled talent at the deadline, and the exact situational football this guy fixes for us. Middle field sit routes, bang 8 seams, bluff flat tags off wide zone, and the red zone box out that turns field goals into 7s. I'll lay out a realistic compensation range, a clean extension structure the front office can stomach, and where it leaves Kmet, Gerald Everett, and our 12 personnel. And only cuando te do este sobre la mesa. When everything's on the table, I'll say the name and why the noise got this loud today. Let's frame the market first, because deals don't happen in a vacuum. Around the league, that veteran tight end we're tracking has been named by national outlets as one of the top potential movers at the deadline, not a fire sale. Not likely, but firmly in the conversation because of age, contract timing, and the seller's rocky start. That matters. When a blue-chip pass catcher even brushes the block this time of year, the price is high and the window is short. The consensus right now places him among the best available talents if his team pivots from reload to retool, which is exactly why every contender has quietly asked for the number. Zoom in on football, not just rumor heat. Our offense with Caleb is at its best when the read is clear, the landmark is friendly, and the throw lives on time between the hashes. We've seen how often defenses lean on too high and squat on our glance game. We need a bully in the middle who understands leverage like a point guard, who can sit in the gray between hook and curl, flash hands late, and absorb contact. This specific veteran thrives in that area. Even with a quieter October, the traits didn't vanish. Route craft, coverage feel, and a red zone profile built on body positioning, not raw bursts. The speed may not be what it was at his physical peak, but underneath he still wins with timing and intelligence. And he can still be schemed on seams and wheels when you dress it up right in formation. Now why Chicago and why now? Because this unlocks 3 things at once. 1. Caleb gets a true answers key on 3rd down, a veteran who attracts underneath help, creating cleaner high-low windows for DJ Moore's digs and Luther Burden 3s over routes. 2. Kmet gets to live in the role he's become excellent at. Why inline on duo zone with option breaks as the secondary, not the primary read? More sift, more bluff release, more dirty work he's elite at, and those snaps still pay off in tight red. 3. Waldron gets to spam 12 personnel without tipping run pass. Imagine a condensed formation, motion from a sniffer look to trip snub. The new guy walking a nickel down pre-snap. Then we throw the switch. Leak to the flat, pivot behind. Bang. Caleb won't have to hold the ball for a second window. It's first window on rhythm, ball out, chains move. Let's be real about the seller. The franchise in question didn't plan the mail in 2025, but the start was ugly and sent shockwaves through a proud building. They've already made one eyebrow-raising veteran move this month, and, more importantly, are at least evaluating what the future looks like at a couple of premium spots. That's not me guessing. That's the drumbeat right now. They're not announcing a rebuild, but they're listening. And when an organization starts moving established veterans this early, you have to assume every name with value is at least getting discussed internally. That is the environment where smart buyers call twice. Let me talk dollars without putting you to sleep. You don't rent this player for a 2-month cameo. You extend and structure it so the first-year hit is team-friendly. How? Short-term, heavy on per-game roster bonuses, reachable playtime escalators, and a small signing bonus spread with 2 void years. That keeps the 2025 hit modest and gives you a real out if Father Time starts talking. It also protects the player's pride. You're not lowballing a 3-time Pro Bowler while matching where he is in his career arc. Chicago has the flexibility to do this if they believe he's the missing middle field piece. On field, this is where I get excited, because I can see the Sunday cut-ups already. Caleb in pistol. DJ Moore on the boundary, Burden in stack. K-Met attach. Veteran Tay flex just off the tackle. We motion the bunch. See the nickel travel. Confirm man. Caleb hard play action to outside zone, half roll, and the veteran snaps off the 7-stop right at the sticks. Hands late, frame through contact. Easy money. Next series, same picture pre-snap. Now it's a seam bender inside the post safety when the linebacker widens with the crosser. That's the drive starter stuff. In the red zone, it's even more cruel. We love Y-ISO on the boundary. Put this guy there. Let him post up a 5-11 corner. Back shoulder, shoulder square, catch radius like a halo. Points. There's also the hidden yardage value. Screens get cleaner when the alley defender respects the tight end sit. Bootlegs come alive when the flat defender can't cheat downhill. Even our run game benefits. Duo looks heavier when both tight ends demand respect on release. Let's address the elephant. Cole Kmet. I'm not pushing him out of the room. I'm building the room that wins in January. Kmet's growth as a blocker and route runner is real, and he's earned targets. This edition is about force multipliers. 12 personnel becomes a jab you can throw 10 times a game. Defenses have to match with base or live with a nickel getting bullied. Either way, we tilt leverage. And when we go 11, you can still flex the veteran detach and use him as a big slot on third down. Then change the picture post-snap with return motion. It's flexibility that travels. The seller will ask for a second-rounder and a sweetener because of name value. What gets it done in the real world is a 2026 second that can convert to a first on team playtime triggers, plus a late conditional pick. Why they say yes? They get certainty and save the headache of playing chicken with free agency. Why we say yes? The pick sits after another draft where Caleb's rookie deal window is still open. And the impact on high leverage downs is immediate. This locker room is building around Caleb's call. DJ's workman standard and a defense that plays with edge. You add a veteran who's been in December football, who knows how to practice on Friday, who brings professionalism and routine every week. You're importing credibility. And when the room sees a front office invest in a middle field closer, it sends the right message. We're not waiting for next year. We're taking a swing right now. The league's window is closing fast. Teams are finishing self-scouts. And the seller has 2 internal meetings that matter: medical review and draft pick valuation. If the next game doesn't change their math, phones ring. Chicago's advantage is simple. We can offer a clean pick and a clean plan. That's how these things get across the line. Clarity and respect, not posturing. The tight end we're talking about has already been mentioned as one of the headline names to watch if his team leans toward asset protection instead of short-term pride. Which is why tonight feels different. All right. You've waited long enough. The veteran tight end at the center of this fire is Mark Andrews of the Baltimore Ravens. And yes, the level of interest is exactly as heavy as it sounds around the league. Public reporting has already put him on the short list of bid moves if Baltimore leans into managing future assets instead of squeezing wins right now. And the whispers I've heard match that energy. That doesn't mean a deal is done. It means the runway is there, and Chicago has the tools, the scheme, and the urgency to make it real. Before I close, I want your read as a Bears fan who watches every snap. Do you want Ryan Poles to ship a 2026 second at a light condition? And pair Mark Andrews with Cole Kmet for a true 12 personnel identity the rest of the year. Or do you hold your fire for a younger piece in March? Tell me in the comments. Because this is a strategy question as much as a highlight question. And I want to see where the fan base lands on paying for proven trust on third down versus saving powder for spring. My verdict: if the medicals are clean and the number fits our 2-year window, you go get him. Andrews gives Caleb the steady picture that speeds up decisions, gives DJ and Bergen cleaner grass, and gives this offense a reliable answer when the stadium gets loud. He's not 2021 Andrews. He doesn't need to be. He needs to be the adult in the middle, the red zone box out, the third down handshake. If the final ask is discipline, it's the kind of mood that shifts who we are in January. Drop your take, hit subscribe, and keep the notifications on. I'll be here with the details, the film, and the truth Chicago deserves.